is Trump is failing to hit the big numbers on mass deportations that he's promised. We've reported this on this show previous to this clash. He is lagging far behind Biden's numbers. Let's take a look at the chart. If we have the last full month, Trump came up short of Biden's number.
Oh, this is a cute chart, guys. This is so cute. I'm going to play the rest of the video, but look at the dates. This was Joe Biden, 2024. He was already president for almost 4 years. He was in full president mode, and Trump just started his first full month, which February has 28 days, and he's 1,000 behind him, right? Okay, he just started, and one person was just finishing. Continue.
So you could call that roughly a tie. You could call him slightly behind. Apples to apples, a month of February deportations. That is the context for part of the extreme effort and messaging. Indeed, ICE and border veterans have discussed this early record openly, that they're not exactly beating Biden. You're saying if you want to really up the numbers in a concrete way over the years, you'd have to go to Congress and get new funding, basically a new funding law to do it. Why do you?
Isn't that what just passed? When everyone was mad, the Democrats were mad at Chuck Schumer, if I'm not mistaken.
You think President Trump?
And this was on January 28th. 8 days after he's in office, they were already talking about problems he should have just fixed yesterday. All right.
Hasn't done that or talked about that yet.
No, I don't want to speak for the administration why they haven't. I'd be railing about this instantly because we've been saying we needed more beds, we need more funding.
I think he's doing exactly what he said he was going to do on the campaign this past cycle. I think the deportations are key in making sure that they are targeting the worst criminals first.
When you say prioritization of the worst, does that mean fewer overall deportations? Because one interesting thing, and we're just following the numbers with you here, is if you look at the comparison, I'll put this on the screen, Trump versus Biden, right now,
another cute chart.
It's actually a lower rate of deportations.
This is the most aggressive action any president has ever taken to secure our southern border. We're also re-implementing, under President Trump's direction and leadership, Remain in Mexico. We're re-implementing Safe Third agreements, ending catch and release. And of course, we are unleashing ICE to perform its mission all across the interior of the United States.
All right, man. Let's start with these little cute charts. I got to break this down, guys. And please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the video. I do live streams as well. So did he mention one time that the border crossings have went down by, it was like over 90%. I'll just lowball the number. Over 90%. I think it's like 98 or 95%. Did he happen to mention that one time? Did he happen to mention how much the border crossings were up under Joe Biden? No. He decided to try to pick an argument that he could create a narrative around, which makes no sense, right? We all know, even Democrats know, that talking about the border is a losing issue.
Sensational. You are watching a master at work.
It's a losing issue. Joe Biden was all for an open border. This is why Kamala Harris, old word salad Harris, had no answers for the border, because under her leadership, they knew it was open. We don't have an answer. We want them to come in. Listen, 12,000 in the month of February, when this is basically, I'm going to say the 4th year in presidency, right? Because it was his 4th year in presidency. Is this his highest that he had? Also, Joe Biden had catch and release. How many of these 12,000 were actually shipped back to their country and weren't allowed back into America? But let's just take this as a hard number and don't say any of this, right? Let's not use any logic. And then Trump does 11,000 his first month. If he's just starting the game on a good start, and you're ending the game, and this is where you are, well, numbers would say he's going to outpace you. And let's not forget what Trump did in his first term with doing 1 million of the migrants deportations, okay?
Sensational.
So he's on to the second part of what he's already done. They're not talking about the border crossings going down. Democrats, don't dare take MSDNC and try to run with this talking point, because you will get, just like this show is called The Beat, you will get beat in this conversation, hands down. Just run away from border talks. Just run away from it. Don't try to take this chart and say that, oh, well, is he really doing well because he's not really meeting Biden's numbers? We all know that that ain't true. We all know that that's not true. Also, Trump has been way more resourceful when it comes to opening up Guantanamo Bay, when they figured out, hey, we're not going to have enough beds and people for all these people we're about to deport. Just like a smart businessman and someone who knows how to use their brain, if I don't have the money now, or if I'm running out, what other things can I do? Hey, let's do that. Also, Joe Biden completely reversed all of the border policies that Trump had in place that were stricter than his. Let's not forget the 92 to 93 pieces of executive orders that he went by, that he signed, that he basically said, oh, we're not going to do that. Come on, man. Come on, guys. Like Trump, this is month number 2 that we're finally on, and you're trying to say that he's not doing a good job. You haven't even given it a chance. And most Americans are happy with what Trump is doing when it comes to deportations. Most people, when it comes to this, him deporting those El Salvadorian prisoners, they're not mad about it. But the media is creating a narrative that, oh, Trump didn't listen to the judge, and see, he's disobeying the law. And they're not talking about he's the commander in chief as well. Like, he can make decisions. He's not a freaking a small ranked official. He's the president of the United States. He can make decisions. And if he's making a decision for the American people that are taking criminals back to their country, who in their right mind wants to argue about that? Who in their right mind wants to argue? Would you sleep next door to a prisoner that you know is from another country, or that you know in general? People look up sex offenders and felons in their neighborhood because they don't feel comfortable living next to those type of people. Can you imagine someone coming from a different country that was in prison that now has to be in your neighborhood? Think about it. And imagine if someone said, hey, or the police came and said, we're removing this guy because he's not supposed to be here. He doesn't have the right papers. He's a criminal and he's done X, Y, and Z crimes. You would be relieved. But let CNN tell you, oh, it's wrong. They deserve to be here. Yeah, you can believe that foolishness if you want to. I don't have any problem with what Trump did. Ask for forgiveness later. All right?
Sensational.
There's no way. And these cute little charts that they've created. Where's the other cute little chart? I like charts too. Where's the other cute one? Where is it at? Where did it go? It was like average. Here we go. Here's the other cute little chart. Average weekly deportations. They're trying to make it seem like Trump's not doing a good job. Seriously, they're trying to make it seem as if, Trump's not delivering on his promise. Do we believe that? That's why you got Ariana Grande out there crying, you know what I'm saying? Because she's so upset of what's happening to her people. Stop it. They don't have anything to talk about, you guys. The left is defeated.
Sensational.
The left is so defeated. They are trying to find a story every week to try to say Trump's a bad guy and he did this and that. And most people are sitting back like this. Okay. But I don't have a problem with that. Oh, but he did this. He did this. How you feel about that? We're like, he already said he was going to do that, and that's what I voted for. Oh, what about this? What about this? Like, every week, these Democrats are getting lost. First of all, now they want to get rid of Chuck Schumer. I call him Schumey for some reason. I just like that name. They want to get rid of Chuck Schumey, all because he voted not to shut down the government and be disruptive and destroy America.
Sensational.
They're trying to raise up Jasmine Crockett and AOC as their new leaders. Gavin Newsom is out there trying his best to get back into the presidential race. Meanwhile, he's got a whole issue out there in LA that he's not focusing on. Democrats don't know where to look to for their leadership. They're all over the place. But meanwhile, they're still trying to figure out a way to talk about and go against Trump. And they're still losing. Their approval rating is dropping terrible while Trump's is going up. They're not reading the room. They're not reading the room. But now they want to talk about deportations. Bring it on. This is an easy conversation. And just to end this video off, I'll talk about this article and I'll just go through it briefly. This article basically talks about, in Trump's first term, he did 1 million deportations. Barack Obama did 2.5. And then they're trying to say that Joe Biden did 1.3. Okay, this is a 4-year span. If Trump did 1 million, okay, and we know he did, we know he was doing it. He's on his second term. He's going to definitely beat Joe Biden. He's probably beating him now. And then he's probably going to beat Barack Obama. There's no comparison here. But Joe Biden also was the person who stated that he would not build an ounce of the border wall in the debate against Donald Trump the first time, and he never did. And he allowed the border to be open and let in over 10, 15 million plus people to come into this country. They were in Chicago airports, Chicago police departments, New York Roosevelt hotels, sleeping there, still there. Now they got to get out there taking over Colorado, Aurora, Colorado apartment buildings. We seen migrants all coming in. We didn't see many migrants leaving out. But the media will now tell you, well, Trump's not doing a good job. And we all know that's a lie. Let me know your guys' thoughts below. I couldn't believe this when I seen this. This shows me the Democrats are lost. They are looking for any little thing to talk about instead of just saying, you know what, guys, he's doing a good job here. We'll find something we don't like about him or he's not doing right. But in the meantime, we're going to agree on these things. Like, comment, subscribe. Also, I do weekly live streams, right? So make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live. I want to see you on the show, all right? I'm out of here, man. Like I say after every video, this is chess, not checkers. I'm going to see y'all at work 2 times. See ya.